unfortunately, I was on a call, and as we know, as virtual assistants, there's nothing you can do when you're on that call. I'm just going to log into YouTube and make sure nobody's listening there. Let's have a quick look. Um, Make sure nobody's listening there. Obviously, that's not what I mean. If somebody is there, then I can obviously answer any questions. I'm just going to. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you today about why I think most VAs are undercharging and what I do about it. Now, I know this is true because a lot of virtual assistants that are just starting out, bear with me, log into YouTube, tend to charge low, and they'll charge about anything from I've seen 15 to pounds an hour to 30 pounds an hour, and they charge that because they're new. And I always have this analogy, which is if you were a, let's say, a chief financial officer for a corporate company, and you moved and you went and worked at another corporate company, but you were still the chief financial officer, you would still be paid for that role the same rate or probably more because they've probably headhunted you. So you would be paid the rate equivalent to what a chief financial officer would be paid in that industry. It's not like, oh, well, you're new here, so you need to take a pay cut until you've got more experience. That's not how it works. And so, why is it then that virtual assistants feel the need to diminish their capabilities, knowledge, and experience by charging less because they are new VAs? It isn't the job title, it isn't the experience of being a VA and how many years you've done that job that you're bringing to the table. What you're bringing to the table is your knowledge. Excuse me. Sorry about that. You're bringing your knowledge, your experience, your expertise, all of these skills that you bring to the table as a VA, whatever makes you a VA. That's what people are paying for. And so, if you were previously working as, let's say, an executive assistant, and you've got loads of experience, but you left that to start up your own VA company, why would you charge less? Like, literally, why? Because you've still got so much experience. So, if you were a new VA or you've not long started out, then you need to review your prices and make sure that you are definitely charging the right rates according to your experience, not according to how long you've been a VA for. So that's the first thing. The second thing is VAs are terrible at increasing their prices year on year. Now, what happens if you don't increase your prices year on year is all of a sudden by year five, you realize there's a big gap between the cost of living, bills, and what you're charging and what the industry average is. And so suddenly that hike is massive. It isn't like you've just gone up 3%, you suddenly need to go up like 10% or maybe even more, 20%. So every single year, as standard practice, you should incrementally increase your prices. So every financial year, so every April, your prices should go up because everything's going up. It's not just you. Your clients will understand that, they'll expect that, and they will be putting their prices up too. So they're putting their prices up, they've got a bit more money coming in, and you're not seeing that benefit. So that is another reason why VAs start to lose out. The other problem is that a lot of virtual assistants look at what their competitor is charging per hour and kind of follow that pattern. But how you charge is unique to you. It's unique to your experiences. It's not just about your experiences, it's about your ideal client. If you're looking to work with high end clients, you need to charge high end prices because no one's going to take you seriously if you don't. So it is also thinking about who your ideal client is, what your niche is, and what people in that sector are willing to pay. And then the most important thing you need to be doing, it's something I teach in my Get Started as a VA course, is you need to work out your schedule. So your realistic life balance schedule. So you need to say to yourself, okay, These are the non-negotiables. These are the things that I want to do every single week, every, Mondays, on Wednesdays, Fridays, whatever it is. I want to take the kids to school. I want to pick them up. I want to finish work at this time. I want to go to the gym. You put all of that into like a blank calendar. Let's say you don't want to start work till 8 o'clock or something like that. You put all of that in and you factor in buffer time, so buffer time between client work, and you factor in your admin, so your social media marketing and your admin, and you put all of that into a calendar, and then you'll see your true capacity. How many hours have you really got to work each week? Now you want to multiply that by the cost per hour that you're thinking of charging. So have already in your mind how much you need to earn each month. So what is it that you realistically want to walk away with? Once you times your capacity, the number of hours you've got available, by the hourly rate you're charging, you will very quickly see whether or not you're likely to achieve your income goal. And for most VAs, they're not. They are not going to achieve that income goal. So you have to really think about, okay, what do I do differently? Do I compromise by removing some of those non-negotiables? Maybe the grandparents pick the kids up from school. Do I work some evenings? Do I do my admin on the evenings or the weekends? The answer is absolutely not. None of those things should change. You should be building the life that you want to build for you, for your family, for your dream, for the work-life balance. It's This is your destiny, your choice. So those things shouldn't change. What you can increase is your hourly rate. So you can increase it. I now charge £85 per hour to work with me on projects. Now, bearing in mind it's a little bit different. I offer more strategic services, but we also charge our pay as you go clients £60 an hour with a minimum of 2 hours. And for our admin and marketing clients, we charge them £55 per hour. So you start to really understand that there is a lot more scope in it for you. So have a real good think. The first thing I would do, if you are a member of the VA, more than a VA, then you will get access to resources. And I think in there should be our ultimate work life balance workbook. If you're not, go to morethanava.org and join the membership. It's free, you get access to loads of resources. Um, but inside my Get Started as a VA course, which drops on Friday, which you can get if you join the waiting list for £17 instead of 67, you do get the whole step-by-step process of how to properly set up your business. Even if you've set up, you can retrace your steps and go back. And we covered this section off in there as well for you. So you can go grab that again, morethanava.org. I think it's morethanava.org/get-started-course, but you can see it under courses. So these are the fundamental reasons that VAs are charging too low. Now, one of the things I would do is one, increase my hour, not my hours, one, increase my hourly rate, and two, diversify my packages. How else can you bundle up your skills, um, your most popular services, and charge differently for them? So instead of just doing like I do 10 hours, 15, 20 a month, could you turn some of those into project work? So if you're really good at CRM systems, at getting them set up, could you charge a CRM setup package and just build the price into that a little bit more? So people, let's say you want to charge £50 an hour and you know it would take you 2 hours to do that, then you sell it as a service. That is, get your system set up, same day, because obviously they don't need to know it's 2 hours, for £100. Or you could drop it a little bit and say for £99. But it's another way to sell your services, and people don't feel like they are bound to you because they are not signing up for a full-time contract. But the other great thing that this does is it opens them up to you, your services, what you can do. And the likelihood is anyone that's had a one-off service with you is going to come back for more, or they may even then sign up for ongoing support. So that's exactly what I would do if you find that you are undercharging. No VA, I believe that no VA should be charging less than 35 per hour, pounds per hour right now. If you specialize in marketing or tech, you should be charging at the minimum £45 per hour. Obviously, this is different if you're an associate VA because you're not doing the legwork of getting the clients and doing the marketing. So you are going to take a cut in that, which is perfectly understandable. But if you're not an associate and this is your business, those are the bare minimum prices I would be charging. So I hope this is helpful. I always do these every Thursday, so you can come and join me on YouTube and bring your questions. But yes, please feel free, head to morethanava.org, join the membership, get all my free resources, listen to the podcast. It goes out every Friday at 10 a.m. and look at the Get Started course before Friday so that you can get that discount. Have a wonderful rest